I am Agriman.
Hey,
I'll quickly share my screen.
okay,
Just let me know when you are able to see my screen.
okay. Yeah, it's on.
Okay. So, so till now we discussed till this point, right?
Yes. Mm.
So the next questions in the interview they were asked what is burn down and burn up chat.
Mm.
So we already discussed if you remember. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you. They asked the question, what are the things there in the x-axis? Okay, you can see burned on chart, right?
Yes.
Let me burn down chart in Jira. Basically, I open the images. Let me say, you can invite easily. Let's look at this. So now you just see what is there in the x-axis. This is the x-axis. Right?
Mm.
This is y-axis.
Okay.
So the question is the bond on chart. What is first question is what is bond on chart, and second thing is what is there in the x-axis, what is there in the y-axis.
Mm.
So the x-axis is time. This is constant.
Mm.
The y-axis is you can see drop downs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Mm.
remember, right? There is story points. There is
Story
some
point,
original
bug,
estimate.
epic up.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
1 second, I lost connection. So you can see, right?
Yes.
So in the y-axis, you can see that will change. 1 second. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
1 minute అండ్ ఆఫీస్ కాల్ వచ్చింది జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడే
ఓకే. అంటే అక్కడ కర్సర్ మూవ్ అవుతుంది గదా! సో, ఏమైనా ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారేమో నాకు వినిపించట్లేదు అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను.
I am sorry, I got an office call actually.
It's
Uh,
okay.
I could not skip that. So,
I
yeah,
understand.
okay. So there is an in the x-axis time. Okay,
Mm.
this is constant time. You can always see
Wait.
dates in the bottom. Okay,
Mm.
so in the y-axis it should be either story points or original estimate or number of issues.
Mm.
Okay, if you go and click in the drop down, so you can find the details in the in your Jira.
Mm.
Got it right? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So now in one of the interview, they asked a question.
Mm.
Okay, it's happened to me. So what is the question is if burned on chart, okay, this red line, okay, red
Mm.
line in the sense remaining values.
Remaining
These
values.
remaining values not getting down. It's going in the upward direction.
Mm.
What does it mean? You got my point, right?
Yes.
You can see in the screen it's going in the down direction,
Downwards. Mm.
but in the burn down chart it's going in the upward direction.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Work is continuously going on.
Exactly. Work is not continuously. They are adding more story points.
Mm.
Instead of you burn, they are adding more story points to the your
Mm.
bucket. Okay. So that is the thing. Burn down chart itself, the name itself, it should getting down. It should get
Mm.
down.
Mm.
Okay. So now let's see. So the Scrum framework based on the x-axis we have the time and y-axis we have story points in hours.
Mm.
Okay, it focus on the remaining work to be completed in the project.
Got it. Mm.
Burn up means the amount of work has been completed.
Completed.
Yeah, so that is very very important. Okay. So now they are asking what is sprint backlog, what is product backlog.
Mm.
Okay, sprint backlog owned by the dev team or Scrum Master.
Mm.
Okay, so it might be assigned to the Scrum Master name.
Mm.
Product backlog in the sense it should be on the product owner name only.
Product owner name. Mm.
Hmm. Now let's see. So how they will do? They'll take the business requirement document and they will split into the stories. Okay. Let's say there are 30 stories. Okay. How they will split? 12 stories they are
12
taking into
stories.
the sprint backlog means now they are working on that. Okay.
Mm.
18 stories that we will keep the product backlog means in the
Future
upcoming
work.
yeah future backlog. Now, what is the velocity? You know velocity chart, right?
Mm.
I'll show you that as well. Yeah, now you can see.
Mm.
So sprint one, sprint two, sprint three. I'll take another example. It's not clear. Let's take this. So for example, sprint one is there. You take in 18 story points and you deliver 16. Okay.
Mm.
In the sprint two, you take in 11 and you completed it.
Mm.
In third sprint, you've taken 14, 14. Now, what is the
Mm.
average velocity? So, whatever you have to take all these plus divided by this.
Mm.
Somewhere like 98% will come.
Mm.
Okay, that is your velocity. I'll show you now. So, how you will split? For example, you have 75 story points that
Points
you
and
have
three
to
spoons.
plan it in the three sprints. Then
So
75 divided by 3. So on an
25,
average,
25.
25 story points on average you have to plan.
Mm.
This is the other example. There are 100 story points. You have to plan it in the 5 sprints. Then you have to take
20
20
points.
points. So definition of ready. This we
Mm.
already discussed before the last class itself.
Mm.
You remember, right? Invest principle.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm not discussing. Is that okay? If anything
Yeah.
getting repeated, na, I won't discuss.
Okay, okay.
So, what are three C's in user story? Means if your project belongs to Europe countries,
Mm.
this kind of pattern they will follow. One is
Mm.
card. Card means where the user stories are written. Okay. Second C is conversation.
Okay.
It is nothing but you are formulating the user story.
Mm.
Like as usual, I want to write something. You remember, right? The
Mm.
format.
Mm.
The third C is confirmation. So this is kind of acceptance criteria. So this format they will follow. The project from Europe, like London, Lithuania, Denmark, Britain, all these,
Mm.
they will follow in this format.
Okay.
This is the rarest question people usually ask, but it's good to know.
Mm.
So now see, what is technical Scrum Master? People will think that technical Scrum Master means you should know things technically. It's not correct.
Mm. Mm.
It is kind of a true Scrum Master, true leader,
Mm.
facilitate the communication between the developer and product owner. That
Mm.
person is the Scrum technical Scrum Master. The
Mm.
what he will do, he will see,
A response. You follow the Scrum
he will
values and concepts.
yeah. The team should follows the Scrum values and principles and develop product according to
The
the Scrum
product
guide.
corrected.
The person is technical Scrum Master. Okay.
Mm.
Now continuous integration. This is people used to call it as a CI.
Mm.
CI in the DevOps. Okay. What is meant by CI means it is nothing but it's a bit kind of tricky and technical. So your developers will write the code, right? They will put
Mm.
they those code they will push into some chunks. Okay, some tools you can say.
Mm.
So what is the tool I mentioned? Bitbucket.
Mm.
Okay. So Bitbucket code reviews. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, so something like that. So they posted the code here. Okay, this is the code. This green line is there now. That
Mm.
is the code they have written. Red line
Mm.
code is there now that they removed.
Okay.
Okay, you can see. So you can see here. This code they have written. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Mm.
Clear, right? This one is clear,
Yes.
right?
Ah.
So that kind of okay, that kind of thing is called as a bit bucket. So they will write the code there.
Mm.
Okay, so there are code like bamboo. For these are for the deployments. We just need to
Ah.
know the names. That's it. You don't need to do anything here. Okay. If somebody asks you what is the continuous integration, so it is the best practice of the integrating the code regularly. That's it.
Mm.
So if someone asks you what is the code repository, that you can say Bitbucket.
Big
Or if you
bucket.
do, if you don't remember, no,
Mm.
developer will follow some strategies and some particular tools. I'm not aware of that. That is also you can say that that's not a big deal. But if
Okay. Ah.
if you can remember, you can remember. That's the question.
Mm.
Okay, you can. Can you read this?
Planning poker.
Mm.
Planning poker is an agile estimation tool made by Scrum Masters for his teams. Developer teams can estimate effort on task, subtask. Planning poker for estimation technique who is familiar with Agile.
Mm.
T-shirt sized, small, medium, large, Excel who are new to the Agile.
Planning poker is nothing but the estimation technique that's made by the
Estimation tool, Scrum Master.
Did you understand?
Mm.
You can read again, so you will understand better. The
Yes,
simple technique is so if you don't find something now, just read
mm.
twice and thrice. You will
Mm.
understand. That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
People usually don't do that. So it's a waterfall. Okay. So now what is
Mm.
the waterfall? So waterfall is nothing but if you remember in the first class itself, I told it is the
Mm.
SDLC process, but people used to follow the deliverables at the end of the project.
Mm.
So what is the problem with this? So if somebody wants to change in between, they can't do that.
Mm.
So that is the disadvantage of this. Okay, but few people will use. I'll tell you why.
Mm.
So waterfall is known as the sequential development that flows through the phases, which are completely wrapping before. So if you have the complete picture of the project, end-to-end project, you don't need any changes. Then you can follow this.
Mm.
So the success of the waterfall depends on the amount of quality of work done by the front end and everything in advance. So if you know everything, then you can go for this. That's the matter. Okay.
Mm.
See, one for example. Okay, you are a project manager. I'm the client. I came, Madhuri. Madhurima. This is my project. Okay,
Mm.
and I don't need any changes. You just do this. Okay, and get
Mm.
it done. I don't
Mm.
come in middle and I don't ask a single question. I
Mm.
don't add anything. Okay.
Mm.
Will you do it for me? Just then you go for this waterfall. But in
Mm.
the real time, nowadays, nobody is following because if you are developing something, if you are working on something, there are many thoughts will come to develop this.
Mm.
So, for example, see, you just imagine the client perspective. Client feels his product is like his kid or something like that. Okay,
Mm.
they'll deeply follow with their heart, and they will write a lot of things for their product, and they'll gather as a requirements, and they'll explain to the project managers. Okay,
Mm.
so anytime their views, something will be going to add definitely, right?
Mm. Mm.
So that's why this approach is not working nowadays. Let's say you develop something, somebody developed the same kind of product. You have to change some flows, right?
Yes.
Nowadays, you can see there are many apps kind of similar,
Mm.
like a Rapido, Uber, all
Mm.
these. So if you are building something kind of product, somebody came and they started, then you have to change some logos, you have to change some views, you have to change some user interface, basic flows, all these things.
Mm.
So definitely this approach now it won't work. Maybe in early 2010 at that time it worked, but now it won't work.
Mm.
Even in the interviews, they will ask this question: what are the
Mm.
advantages of waterfall?
Mm.
If honestly, I don't find any advantage. Okay, but interview we have to satisfy
Answer.
them, right? With our answer. So waterfall is a straightforward and well-defined project management. The proven track records. These requirements are clearly laid out from the beginning. So each contributor knows what must be done when they can able to, publish or
English.
deploy the product. Okay. The developers can catch the design errors and the design stages, helping them to writing. Because whenever they're doing some design itself, if they found something, they can fix it. That's what they're saying. Okay.
Mm.
The total cost is accurate because there is no changes. Definitely, there is
Mm.
no. So
Yes.
that's the thing they are saying. Okay. This is a structured approach and according to the clear milestones. They know everything. They don't want any changes. And then it's a structured approach.
Mm.
Okay. Developers can join. There is no meetings. Okay. No
Mm.
meetings, nothing. They can do whatever they want. Okay.
Mm.
Customers are not adding new requirement. Okay. So there is no delay in the production.
Mm.
So so it's something you need to add because they added this as advantages. Now see the
Mm.
data disadvantages. Okay, projects can no longer take to deliver chronicle approach than iterative ones. So you have to deliver at end of the day. Okay,
Mm.
clients often fully clients they don't understand anything what's happened. They
Mm.
can understand only at the end.
Yes.
Clients are not involved. Okay, deadline creep. Okay, if you get delay in any one of the phase, you will get delay everywhere.
Of course.
Mhm. Okay. Let's see. Waterfall. So adapted by the project manager, develop the project. There is no complex requirement. Nowadays, everything is complex, right?
Complex.
So okay, they offer a clear picture of how things will proceed from the outset. Okay, clients
Mm.
clients seems unlikely to change that. See, clients in the sense they will change everything.
Mm.
Okay, so these people will use the waterfall. So now see Kanban. So now you can see the Kanban, right?
Mm.
What is the Kanban? You create your first project you created in Kanban, if you remember.
Yeah.
So it's a project management tool that add more visual. So the best thing is, for example, you have uh, two project team like a team size like a 2 members or 3 members, something like that. You have a short team, okay? That you
Mm.
no need to do, all sync ups, morning, evening stand up, something like that. You no need to plan. You can
Okay.
ask them to work individually, plan the work and close that.
Okay.
Okay, so that you can. Now let's see. See, to do, in progress, QA, done.
Done. Mm.
So that's what they are saying. It's more visible. There is
Mm.
no big process. Okay.
Mm.
It's very simple. Backlog, select for development, in
Select.
progress,
Okay.
done.
Done.
So that's the visual flow, work in limit progress. You can manage the flow.
Manage flow.
Okay, all these things. Feedback implement, better visibility, more efficiency, more productivity, team overburden. You can prevent that because everyone will work on one ticket only. They won't involve in multiple tickets.
Okay. Electricity focus. Reduce waste. Improve collaboration.
Got it right?
Mm.
So who will use when you will use Canva? Unity add stories, you don't need any iteration. Sprints are not required. So whatever you want, you can work it. Estimations is not necessary. Like you can work individually. Okay. So you want to ability release at any time. For example, this ticket is done. You can just remove it. That's it. Got it right?
Mm.
For example, a home page design done. You just move it in progress to done. That's it.
Done. Mm.
So continuous improvement is already emphasized in the sense. If you found any bugs, you can create the bug like this. You can write the RCA and you can write RCA in the sense root cause analysis.
Root cause analysis.
So everyone must follow and there should not be any last minute surprises in the things.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to scroll down, right? So now I want to give some clarity to you. So this is very, very important. You need to understand. Okay,
Mm.
when you should take waterfall, when you should take Agile, when you should take Kanban. Okay,
Can. Mm.
I have a project.
Mm.
Okay, project A, project B, and project C. Okay, let's say my project A is having some deployments. Okay, migration. I would say migration from Oracle to AWS. Okay, this is my project. So these three people are the three resources. Okay,
Mm.
they will work alone.
Mm.
The timeline is 4 months,
Mm.
4 to 6 months, I would say. Okay,
Mm.
this is project A. My project B is it's very big project. Okay, requirement changes will come, may come. Okay, so team is accepted for last minute changes.
Mm.
Now my project C is requirements are clear, no changes acceptable. Now tell me what is C approach.
Waterfall.
What is A?
Agile.
What is B? Here big team, okay? Big
Mm.
team and big project. So you rethink. Here is three members only. They will work
Mm.
alone individually.
Mm.
Now tell me. Waterfall is correct. Okay. Now differentiate A, B. Requirement changes may come.
Agile. Agile is individual. Means alone. Like.
What is project B? Kanban or Agile? Anything, okay. Whatever if you just share
Mm.
it, I'll tell you the difference.
Can. B.
B is Agile.
Agile.
Okay. A is Kanban. Kanban works for small teams.
Okay.
Okay. So this we have to understand. So you just go through this, okay. Page number 9. So you will get the full clarity on that. Okay. Scrum Master challenges, this we already covered, right?
Mm.
So actually, I told top seven challenges. I
Mm.
asked you to go through and get few more challenges.
Mm.
Did you check anything at that time?
No.
Okay, fine. But that is must needed because now otherwise we will get in trouble again.
Okay.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay. Now, hello.
Hello.
So my request is you have to read everything.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to go through this. Otherwise, na, so you will forget everything. After two
Mm.
months, you will come again. You will ask me to recap everything. Now you
Most
answered
probably.
right. You
Yeah.
answered right. This also you
Uh,
won't understand.
oh. Oh, it might not be happen.
I can understand you are busy, but that's why I said you take the printout. At
Mm.
least you go and revise.
Okay.
So your mind should be like this. All things I covered 70% only. Okay.
Mm.
You have to make that 70% to 90% with your
Mm.
investigation.
Mm.
Okay. You have to add more points. So you have to come up and ask me what is lack of awareness to the team. People are new to the essay, then you have to groom them. That is one of the challenge. Okay.
Mm.
So Scrum Master as admin, I'll remove this weight. Hmm, that is not a meaning. Nowadays, nobody is using those.
Mm.
Managing role expectations because stakeholders will have different roles. Okay, product owners
Good.
and senior management. I also remove this. So likewise, you just go through that and follow this. So this
Mm.
you can see the next question, the basic question. What are the tools that you are using for the project management? Jira, Confluence, Splunk.
Zero confidence.
So if you don't know Splunk, you just I think I
Ah.
already showed you. Uh, this. So Splunk also will give real-time alerts like this. How
Okay.
how our system is behaving.
Mm.
For example, I have a banking application. Okay.
Mm.
I want to see how many applications came in the last month. So let's say this is the
Mm.
22,000 is the last month applications, new applications. Okay,
Mm.
how many got rejected? 17. How many was in hold? 101.
One.
Okay. How many is in review? 93. Something
Mm.
like that. It will give some results.
Mm.
So that is the one of the tool, Splunk tool. Got it right? And
Yes.
you know Epic in Jira. I no need to explain.
Mm.
What kind of the services in Jira? Jira service, Jira service management, Jira work management. And now you can see now recently a few more services also added. You just go through that. Okay.
Mm.
So you can see Jira will be designed for the bug tracking, but today powerful tool management kind of all use cases. So I told you spike, right?
Mm.
Do you remember? When requirements are not clear, you will create the
Not
spike.
create the spec.
What are the reports? Average report, created reports, right? Created versus resolved,
That's
gone down, gone up,
pie chart.
velocity. So what is Jira? This already we discussed. What is the flows in Jira? Workflows, create, work in progress, completed. So
Complete.
if you want to see detailed workflow, design, analysis, development, QA,
That's right.
staging, UAT, product review, approved for release.
Mm.
What are the list of version control? So if somebody asks you this, you can say, I don't know exactly. Also, you can say, or else you can, if you can remember Git, GIT, this is the version control tool.
Mm.
I'll tell you that. Okay. So these are the commands. Actually, git add, git commit, git push, git fetch, git merge, git pull request, git checkout, git clone. It means though you are working in the so for even for example, if you are typing some code here, you have to post in somewhere, right? So that
Mm.
everyone can access and they can work together, right?
Mm.
So that is nothing but you have to use this. So if you open CMD or something like this, so if you install Git now, so it will say whether you have the Git version or not. So I did not install Git. Okay. If you
Mm.
install now, if you add Git add, then it will add your code, all your code to the service. Something like that. Okay.
Mm.
That is the version control tool. Means your code you are going to post it in the server.
Okay.
If you remember, try to remember this. Not required all this. Only Git is enough. Okay.
Okay.
To avoid, I'll remove this. Even I did not use that. So that's why. Okay.
Mm.
Next question. Control tool. Okay.
Mm.
Is it possible Jira and mobile? Yes. Website also available. So this question, I'm parking it here. You have to for tomorrow. You need to show me these images. Okay.
Mm.
show me these images in your created project. Okay,
Mm.
this you have to show me. I'll park it here. I request you to please go through that and read again and come up with questions. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you and me as well.
Mm.
Spend some time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.